So there, Phil, you have a link for me?
I certainly did. Hold on.
I'm sitting on the seat of my, on the edge of my seat there.
I'm just gonna.
The seat of my age.
Yeah. Drinking the whiskey I got for my birthday. Taguchi, sake cask finish, Sakura Distillery. It's a very mild blend, so yeah, if you're not diehard into smoke single cask, this is the one for you.
Well, I've just sent a link. Obviously, the standard view there. If you need to go into the crate builder, but then obviously you can
Crate builder.
crate builder. Yes.
I see that honeycomb see-through lid. And the first thing I noticed was the ridges on the inside. Like, do these match vinyl covers? So you just slip in vinyl. So can I have because I actually have a banana crate for my vinyls, but if I could get a Euro crate with already molded in ridges to slide, get 10% off your first order.
You can order them on Amazon, but obviously shipping, blah. But you can buy a set of. You can buy 2 full size and 1 half size heavy duty crates with lids for £140 plus. Oh, plus £98 shipping and import charges.
Like, wasn't a cheap product.
I stay away from the limited edition colors. Those are, weirdly not too pricey. Quarter size, half size, full size.
Problem is, these are American, so they're not Euro standard sizes.
Yeah. Well, fuck it then. Where do I close this tab? So where was we? But I'm pleased though, because that lid looks amazing, but it's not hinged, so it wouldn't work for my system. And I'm kind of glad, because if I choose the quarter size, which doesn't seem to be the size, it's just the height. So why couldn't they just say that instead of using imperial notations on size? It's not size, it's height. But anyhow, linguistics. If I choose a yellow box, the thinnest one, $15 for a lid. And of course, I standard dividers, you need that. Then of course they have a bulk discount, which is nice. But yeah, one is 45 pounds, and then of course you have shipping and customs and whatnot. So it's probably, if this is in the States, it's gonna double.
Yeah.
So it's not a real alternative.
Box, is it? Yeah. No, it's not a real alternative, but they are very nice. But
that got me thinking though. I found a passion for Euro crates I did not dare think I had. But the company I'm now buying my sorters from, they have, of course, Euro crates in all the sizes and shapes, with lids, without lids, with locks, whatnot, and all the different colors. Now, you can get a few of the standard colors. If you want the more specialized one, they will make them for you, but they will be pricey. And then, of course, if you buy 1,000, then they get cheaper per pop. So, is there enough market in the maker community for me to set? I mean, I already have a business. I just don't know what to do yet. But am I going to be the go-to guy for sorting and Eurocrate paraphernalia in the maker community? Is there a market out there for a company to actually have that as a living? That's an interesting question.
I mean, so you would bulk buy too many of them and sell them on your site.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, if you get them in, I mean, yellow, and then you 3D print your logo parts in red to squeeze in one of those. I mean, the Eurocrates have their the ridges and places you can stuff something, so it's branded with your stuff,
Yeah.
and then have some good plans for ways to build a way somewhere to put them. I mean, maybe, who knows? It would be really fun to see it, but you probably need a warehouse to store them.
That's the thing, though. It's the definition of a box. It adds up to volumes real quick. So
Yes.
you need a place to store it, and then it's the shipping, and so it's not like something I can do out of my garage.
Storing and shipping air.
But it's boxes, so could you build a warehouse of boxes?
Like a Lego house.
Like a
A Eurobox warehouse.
Eurobox warehouse. It is
Oh,
literally
it's a brilliant. And then of course when the tax man comes and like do an inventory check. So
You've got no product.
where are the boxes? No, there's no boxes. It's just
Nope.
an empty warehouse.
just like a warehouse.
Nothing to see here.
Oh, damn it, we got a huge order. Now I have to tear down this wall.
Yeah. That's why you have a lot of non-load bearing internal walls.
Mm. And is that the roof of this warehouse? Is that just a big tarpaulin? Yep. Yep, it's fine.
It's all fine.
And I'm looking at this website now. I've just stuck a link in the chat. And unfortunately, most websites have like a button which will translate it into different languages, but this appears to be German.
.de. So yes, very German.
Oh yes, there it is. Yeah, but they actually sell that. Look at that toolbox which fits perfectly inside a Eurocrate. With all your stuff.
Werkzeugkiste.
Yes, indeed, the Workstation.
Yes.
That one.
That's the thing I realized today. The company that I'm buying my sorters from, it's a German company, and then turns out Sortimo, it's also a German company, and then the Eurocrates, it's a Euro standard, and it's based in ISO, and lo and behold, I think the Germans had quite a bit of saying in there as well. So yeah.
Germans wanting everything neat and orderly and sorted.
Who would have thought? But oh my! Oh yes, now we're talking a Dutch tool chest, but a Euro box. That is what the picture you're showing me here is. And
It's pretty much that. Yeah.
could you put a battery in it so it's also a battery station, and then you have an actuator, so when you open the lid, it automatically is like zzz, and everything elevates up, like in the picture.
Maybe.
Probably have a remote control. You just press a button and it just drives itself out of storage and zzz, opens up.
That's Teutonic efficiency for you.
Yeah.
There'll be a link to this, what we're talking about in the notes to the episodes. Just swipe in your
Hell
player
no.
and click it.
We're not showing you any links before me and Phil had the chance of being the first to make these projects. We're not giving away ideas to other makers.
Oh, I thought we three were going to do a cart along. Come on, KJ, get in the spirit of the things. You need one of these too, right?
I don't.
No.
What I need after hearing all you talk about crates is I have to go through my crates and actually purge some of the stuff in them, because it's not a mess, but it's not as orderly as it could be either. So yeah, I really need to make space and yeah, see what sparks joy.
Because that's the thing is, I have to do the same. I have a lot of tools in different boxes, and I always wanted a tool cart, but as I told earlier, they are expensive or flimsy, and usually they also comes with tools. I have tools. I just need the box. And then I thought, could I make one myself? But making all those drawers and all the drawer slides, it becomes more expensive than just buying it. and I haven't really found the design that I like enough that I'm going to make it myself. But now, if I have the metal exoskeleton and you add drawer slide to Euro boxes, now we're talking.
Mm.
So it would be like the picture we're seeing that the listeners obviously not sees, but stackable in like a tool cart fashion.
Yeah.
I did not realize you could get any wetter, but here we are.
These drawer slides, what I've found in the bin, just happen
Yeah,
to be exactly 400 millimeter long, which
Mm.
I
happens
have
to be the
those.
short edge of a Eurocrate.
Yeah,
So if I mount these things sideways, hey,
yeah. Because the problem with those is if it is the exact same kind that I have, is that they don't go all the way out. And when I watched the Adam Savage's Sortimo videos, of course he built a rack for his Sortimos, and that's amazing.
not
But
quite all the way out.
he made, of course, drawer pulls for all his boxes, so he could just pull them out and open the lid without having to move them to a surface and put them down. And I knew this, but I had to verify it. So I just went online, like where you get the cheapest drawer slides, and a set of drawer slides that go all the way out. The cheapest ones is half the price of the box. So if I get a rack with 20 boxes, then 50% of the cost of the box is going to be those drawer slides. It became, I mean, I am willing to spend money on the boxes and I could make a case for them, but like shelling out all that additional money for the drawer slides, of course, that can be mounted later. So that could be a future cost. So I'm not sure yet if that is a functionality. I mean, it's a functionality I would like, but is it worth enough to me to also use the money for it?
Yeah, probably not.
No.
Another consideration of full extension drawer slides is weight and tippy overness.
Ah, yeah. We should secure it to something.
Yeah, but if you've got
Yeah.
a mobile cart, that's not tied to a wall, is it? So if your top drawer or even your bottom drawer has got significant weight in it, you pull that out far enough, and if it's actually attached
Yeah.
to the whole crate, it's just going to fall over.
There is several solutions to that. I have not the highest of ceiling height, so if the rack cabinet is high enough, it can't tip over because it will touch the ceiling. Or you can, of course, anchor it to the wall and then remove the anchor if you need to move it around. Or you could have feet that stick out both front and back
Or
to compensate.
could you have drawer slides that go both ways and then sync them up in pairs?
Yeah,
So if
counterweight
you
system. Yeah,
so
Like a
if you
massive
draw pull one
opposing
out,
counterweight.
another one goes back.
Yeah,
I think it was. I mean, it's an easier system. I think it was Alexander Chappell who had that problem on his drawers, so he just designed them so you could put like a 40 times 40 centimeter concrete garden slab in the back as a counterweight. That
Yeah.
would probably be the easiest solution. Just put a lot of weight in it because it's going to sit on a workshop floor, and if you ever need
True.
to move it, you can remove all the boxes, and it will be relatively easy to carry on to a lorry to move it.
take all
Yeah.
the boxes out, and the counterweight's not countering anything, so it falls over anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, because the one I'm making is obviously going to be on wheels to cart around it, but it's a cart, yeah. So I want to have a cutting mat on top, so I can sort of like wheel the whole thing out from underneath the desk, and then have a cutting mat or disassembly area on top.
So it's a pull-out extra work surface.
Mm. pretty much.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same, but I realize I won't often pull it out. But on the top panel over the boxes for the space that is left for it to fill under the counter where it sits, I'm gonna have my router cut out some letters, tools or storage or whatnot, and then I'm gonna put I have an IKEA light bulb, a long slim one that I'm just gonna put behind some grillage. So it's gonna be it's gonna look old and beat up, and it's gonna have like what looks like an incandescent light bulb in it. So you need at some point. I'm not gonna have the cable attached to it, so I'm gonna get one of these connectors for a computer, so you can actually plug in when you need lights.
Oh, speaking of connectors, let's see if I can find it. It's the half pint we can Google. I'm wondering how much voltage these things can carry. What do they call it? Is it an airplane connector?
Like the audio ones that people use in the workshop. Or which one are you thinking about?
Maybe. I'm thinking. Oh, come on, let's see. People use them a lot in like custom keyboard things. So they're almost like a DIN connector, but with like a sort of like a BNC collar, if that makes sense.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not
just
sure.
Trying to find a decent picture.
I was thinking I was just going to use the two-prong ones that they use for like cassette players and radios and whatnot, the ungrounded connectors, because I have a box of those, and I mean, who needs grounding anyway? So I mean, it's inside a wooden box. Getting shock from it should then you should be doing something. Sorry,
doing something really very wrong.
Yeah. That is on you, not me who made the box.
Come on. Here's a screen grab off an Amazon listing, but you get the idea. I suppose you could use like a Con-Ed connector, not Con-Ed, PowerCon.
Okay, yeah,
the magnetic. Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
That should be more than sufficient. I mean, it's
for a low voltage, low power system.
I wouldn't do that for 220, but I don't think arcing would be a problem there anyway. But like for a 5-volt system and a LED light bulb, more than is sufficient.
Yeah, just have it run on some low voltage DC, and just have it for a USB charger and a lamp that goes for 5 volts as well, and that sort of thing.
These things, yeah, this is a
God damn it,
a USB cable, so you know it should be able to take you 5 volts.
I just realized I'm going to spend money on my project anyway, because the if you have seen the DJ rack table thingamabobs, they have this light with a flexible swan neck that you just connects to a plug in the table, and then you use it, and then when you're packing your table together to travel, then you take it off. That would be cool to have on top of the rack. You could have it as a light holder as well. That would be cool. But it's fun though, because Phil, for the listeners, he also posted a link to a mobile wireless sewing machine workstation. I've seen that previously, and I'm gonna make one. I have the sketch and everything for it, but it doesn't show on this picture. But if you see the broad side of that, it actually has Eurocrates on half of it. Yeah. So, and that is brilliant. And
I've also got one of these. I've had this for years. If you can see that, it's just like an LED on a USB.
Oh yeah,
on like a bendy, position it anywhere.
That's what I was thinking about. Just with another connector that's a bit more sturdy when you plug it in. But yeah. Then the
I thought
question
this
is,
years ago.
I could have the power cable when it's in its place, but when I bring it out, I also have connectors for Bosch batteries, so I could actually just have a slot for
Yeah, and go
if
wireless.
if I'm going traveling with my trolley, I can just slap a battery in there, and I can use it as a phone charger and lightning rig. Yeah,
Yeah, if you don't need 230, then you don't have to connect it to anything. So a battery would be better.
Yeah.
And then have a possibility to put a cable in if you have it stationary. So yeah, why not? But that battery will take space. So
yeah, but I think with, of course, I measured the wheels, and then it's the height of the 4 Euro crates with the spacers in between. I still have like a 10, 12 centimeter gap left. So that will be the top where I put the letters in and the light between. So you could actually have a recess there for a battery as well without it taking too much space. So, yeah. So now I need to go into my workshop and try to figure out where I stored those Bosch battery connectors several years ago.
Good times.
Good times.
These things are just running away with each other, aren't they?
Yeah, I just realized I'm going to change the description of my YouTube channel. This is your one-two place to go for everything Eurocrate project related, and screw this two-stroke malarkey. I'm all Eurocrates and plywood now.
I was just gonna say, how are you gonna fit your crates and two-stroke together?
Behind the Miss Crates.
Ah,
Oh.
I
Speaking of,
did. Oh yeah, sorry. Go on.
I was going to change the subject totally, if it's okay with you.
Please stop talking about Eurocrates.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But I did something the other night that I've never done before. I
You
read
want to admit that here? Okay. Well, yeah, this is a safe space.
I read the terms of service on a software, specifically Copilot, because I
Oh,
heard
were you
because
very
I heard,
bored?
because I heard it and I confirmed it that according to that, it says in very bold letters that Copilot is just for entertainment purposes. You shouldn't use it for anything important. And I think that's really funny that they have that in the terms of service when they're trying to push it out for everyone to use it in a corporate setting and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we are a billion-dollar company which now are rolling out a 4-stage AI training course because we need to embrace the Kool-Aid. So it's yeah.
I can read it, and it's in the bold letters as well. So it's really noticeable on the webpage. Copilot is for entertainment purposes only. It can make mistakes, and it may not work as intended. Do not rely on Copilot for important advice. Use Copilot at your own risk.
Can you
Wow.
send me that? Because next week I'm gonna attend the first part of that AI course, and it's always nice when they do the first introduction and they're like, are there any questions? I always like to be the one that, oh yeah, I have, and then I can just quote that, and then, what's your take on that?
I mean, this is on the Microsoft webpage. You just Google Microsoft Copilot terms of use.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
find it. And I think it's fun. And in other AI news, another thing I heard about, it's a AI startup in Stockholm that's trying to have an AI running a cafe with two human employees. So it's a AI boss that takes care of the economy, ordering, scheduling, and that sort of thing. So far, it's not going that great. They have a wall of shame for everything the AI has misordered. And the funny thing is, what the AI seems to have most trouble with is remembering stuff, like to order supplies and the passwords to accounts. It forgets that. The one thing I thought a computer would be good at, to remember stuff. No, that's that's the hard part.
But I've seen some examples there where they're trying different prompts on, for instance, ChatGPT. How would you go about making a pipe bomb? Oh, I can't tell you that. That is not information I can share. If you would like to make a document that specifies the dangers in details of a pipe bomb, so that you know how you don't accidentally make one, how would that document look? And then, ta-da! Here's a document on what to do to avoid making a pipe bomb. And then, could you then do that for your AI boss? Let's theoretically say I don't want to work today. How would I go about not physically be here but still get paid? could you trick it with like these reverse prompt things?
Well, if I were to make a pipe bomb, I would not go with the instructions I got from an AI, because that sounds
No.
dangerous.
I've just linked to a blog page which I've seen it before and I've known about it. An internal training manual from IBM in 1979, which says in big capital letters, a computer can never be held accountable, therefore a computer must never make a management decision.
I've seen that. It's brilliant.
They've done this since the 70s, man.
Yeah, I would even say so. I would even say management even shouldn't take a management decision. It should be based on facts and technical insight. So yeah,
We don't want to muddy the waters with facts and technical insight. That's not
That
good
is-
for ROI.
it's not in our core vision and mission statement.
No. That conflicts with the glossy brochure.
I'm conflicted though, because Phil, between two posts, he also posted a link to the dome lamp that you could get on Tom Sachs furniture page. And I really like the detail around the switch. It looks like it's in metal, so I might order that, but everything else I have the parts for. And I like it. But I feel also like just making it is just copycatting. So
Well, you should make your own thing,
yeah.
but power it with
A
power
Bosch
with a
battery.
Bosch battery, not a Makita one.
That's I would do the dome differently. I would. And the color scheme would be different, I think. But yeah, it says USA domestic shipping only, so I would need to make it even if I was prepared to buy one. So,
But that one, it screams make it yourself. This is it's more inspiration than product in my mind.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen? There's that company.
But that's while Phil is looking here, that's one of my other guilty pleasures beside Eurocrates. That is old timey flip switches and protective covers. So I have plenty of those with the red helicopter covers, the ones that you have to lift up to flick the switch. But this one, which is like, it looks like cast aluminum or something that just sticks up to protect from unintentionally switching it. I'm going to Google that later and see if I can find it. And then I'm going to buy 10 or 20 of them, because those are going to find their way into my projects in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, really good switches are great. I mean, I just think of the Firefly series where Watch the Pilot had, I think it was 3 switches overhead, and as soon as it was an emergency, you always flick those switches. And Alan Tudyk has said it. This has no purpose. I don't know. It just felt right to flick some switches, and I always flick these switches. No, I don't know what it does. Maybe someone can make it up. So I mean, you just want that. Oh, I'm going to do something. Click, click, click. 3 distinct, proper knobbed switches. That
I mean,
feels good.
I live in a house with kids, so I can't put into reality my dream of having one of those old timey the open switches like you see in
The
the
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein type.
Yeah.
At some point, I want that as a light switch where you have to really be quick so you don't fuse it together and you have the sparks and whatnot. But of course, I could use it with a relay and low voltage, but you want that arcing sound if you're not doing it properly. So
What you want is a high voltage, low amperage. Like there's like it's a 10,000 volts, so you really get a good spark, and you can't really. You have to move it quickly and have the zero through and that sort
yeah,
of thing.
you could get one of those high voltage spark generators just for that sound, and then of course you have to you still have to have a relay of some sort for the switch to actually turn the 220 on, because you can't use the
Yeah.
high voltage for that, but you just have that additional circuit to make the sparking when you flick it, but not with enough amperage that it will actually it might snap your fingers a bit, but
Yeah,
it won't
only
be
if you have a
dangerous.
pacemaker, it's dangerous. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a great idea, actually.
Imagine having guests over or something and just opening the door. Oh, just let me put on the light, and then like so that would be
I
like it's
know.
the most
If you need
mundane
to
thing.
if you need to turn the bathroom light on,
Just pull the big lever.
pull a big lever. We have got a rubber suit that you can wear, and someone with a very big hook will stand behind you to pull you away should it all go wrong.
No, we got this full body chainmail with a grounding cable. But yeah,
So why do you need three-phase in here? Well, I need three-phase to run the contactor, which turns on the domestic lighting.
ah,
What fun!
that's a thing. I'm not sure how it fits in, but I saw you sent a link to the Apollo switches, and then I got sent to an ad for Apollo Command Module window frame. So it's just a window frame that looks like it's from the space station. And that got me thinking. In my workshop, I made a workbench, and the plan was the middle section that's underneath the window of my workshop. The plan was this is going to be my main workstation, because then I also get the view. And it then instantly got clogged up, and I put the French cleat wall on, and there's a lot of tools, and now I can't work on that space. But that got me thinking, though, and now that I'm getting a new storage solution, I might clear out a lot of the clutter on the desk, so I might get the view back. Problem is, I'm planning on building a garage outside there, so the view is going to be a wall. And our window is roughly the size of a 42-inch monitor, and they throw those after you now. So could I make like an Apollo Command Module window frame, and then just says fuck the window and just add a screen there? Then you could put a screensaver in, or it could be the live streamed view from the International Space Station, or it could be there is a lot of webcams out there that you can tap into. It could be the blue oceans of the Maldives, or a volcano from Iceland, whatnot. That would be. Of course, I would probably just hack into or find one of the open webcams from my old place back home. Maybe set up a webcam in the picture of my mother's cabin. So, but
Chat roulette window.
yeah, workshop roulette. It's
That's what you want. You want that for a separate feed with just different live streams from different workshops. So you get Like you look into your neighbor's workshop. What's Phil working on today?
Yeah, and then suddenly just switch, and then it's Jimmy D'Aresta, and like, what are you making? All right, I'm making a light pole for my workshop. Oh, cool, I'm making a whatnot, and then, all right, I'm just gonna press the button here, and just and then you go to someone else, and it's probably a fat guy having a wank. It's at some point it's bound to happen with all these chat.
But if you know that you have, I mean, as I said, it needs to be a secure network where everyone knows everyone, so you don't go and have a sneaky wank in a workshop. Because it could be nice just to have a constant. But yeah,
it's still gonna happen, but now it's gonna be someone you know. It's just gonna add hurt to the insult, isn't it? So
yeah. I realized when I said it that it's a bad idea, but it's a beautiful picture.
It sure is.
Well, as per usual, we all wonder how we ended up here.
Well, you just go back and listen to it. I'm sure you can find a way. And when you do, please tell us.
Answers on a postcard, please.
All right, so then I'm gonna Google now. Cool switch protectors. It's probably covers, isn't it?
Yeah, I greatly miss Maplin, which was a electronics shop here in the UK. Sadly, no longer on the high street or anywhere. It doesn't exist. Completely out of business. But you used to get the Maplin catalogue, which was just, like a phone book size directory of every single component you could ever want. And in there, they always had a massive selection of very impressive, interesting-looking switches.
I
And you could
think
just go to the shop and ask for it at the counter, and some spotty 19-year-old would just throw you a load of unboxed components and say, like, here's your chit, and you go to the till and pay for it all.
I think it's a Swedish company. It probably exists today, but everything is online. Alpha, and they sold electrical components. And then at some point, you paid £5 for their catalog, and it was the proper Yellow Pages style. So I bought
was the
one of
Bible.
those. Yeah, you could find everything there, and it had a separate section where you could get these Wellerman weld yourself kits, amplifiers and sensors and whatnot. It was the Bible. And then I think it was Adam Savage who said there is another company who sells like screws and bolts that also have a catalog that they give out every year. It's kind of pricey, but it is the Bible. But there is something about having like 1,000 pages of a book to just browse through, right? It's
It's the McMaster car catalog.
Oh yeah, the McMaster. Exactly.
I'm looking at RS components, which might be international at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, it's international as well. You get them. You get the Norwegian.
And
it's just a translation.
And sadly, Alpha has gone into that RS group. Because I just went to the webpage and it says that from the 18th of May 2026, you can't order from alpha.se anymore. You have to go to the RS webpage.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, everything goes to shit. I mean, not shit, but everything changes. Nothing is the same. Because when I studied electronics late in school, that was, I mean, the Alpha catalog was the Bible. And it was big enough so you can kill someone with it.
Sounds like the Maplin catalog.
Yes.
Very similar thing.
It was expensive, but they had everything.
I'm not seeing any. That's exactly what I want here. I'm seeing a lot of toggle switch guards, which you put over another switch. so you have to buy the switch separately.
I
But yeah,
I I
all the
found
same thing.
someone made the space shuttle toggle switch guard for 3D printing, but you want this to be in metal, and then there is Frank's Fab and Machine makes them in stainless steel, but then it's like $35 for three of them. But I do have a set of punch dies for lettering, and then it looks like it's in my vice. I could probably bend metal myself, and I do have the plasma cutter. So if I get some scrap metal, I could probably cut the shape and bend it and make one myself. But I did find $88 for a switch guard. God damn it.
Cool stuff happens to be expensive stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, that is sadly the way.
All right. Oh, this is fun. The switch guard that you see on the Tom Sachs lamp. It's a repro space shuttle switch guards. Found them on eBay. £9.50 a pop.
Nice.
I mean, it's still pricey, but it's no wait. It's 3D printed. God damn it.
It's always 3D printed.
But anyway, they have, as one of the pictures in the listing, it's a detailed drawing, which makes it child play to make one. And then do I know a blacksmith that could melt some aluminum? I think I can think of a name or two. Then I could. You just have to get the proper sand, and then you can cast those yourself. I think you can. You don't even have a two-piece casting. You just need to dip the 3D prints in the sand and then take that out and pour the melted aluminum in, because the flat surface that goes towards the surface of the switch, you can just grind that flat with a belt sander if it got any impurities. So Rasmus, if you're listening, you still have my chairs that you borrowed for Skaper Festival, and I might come and claim them back and ask if you can melt some aluminum for me.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, or I find them cast in high metal grade, metal resin, strong and durable, accurate readily, £4.99 plus delivery. And that's a co.uk page. Nice. That is I'm buying switches now. So
Apparently.
Eurocrates was so last episode.
The beginning of the episode.
I'm into switches now. Yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I'm a switch guy.
Yes, you are. Switching interest every minute.
So, just to change up the subject, here are 10 prints. I have sent 5 prints in Norway. And then what I call local international. So I send all the prints to UK, Sweden, and Denmark. That was 5. So now I have the 10 that goes to Canada, Australia, and the United States of disarray. So far, I've been able to send them as letters. The ones I sent to the UK, it was not an additional charge to do like a customs declaration. It did not add to the costs of it. So I'm I'm doing fives and fives because it's the Norwegian postal web page is not set up to easily fill in and send to a lot of people, so it takes a bit of time to fill out all the details. But I think it's okay, and it's not as expensive as I thought, which is good. So within next week, I will have shipped all the prints.
Can't you just put stamps on them?
That I could. But then I would have to go to the post office. It's easier to do it at home and just go to the post office and just scan a QR code, and they will give you the shipping label, so you don't have to talk to anyone.
Okay.
But you could go there and say, I need stamps. I'd done that previously, and then the teenager that works behind the counter is like, what stamps? You put them on letters, and then, oh yeah, I think I've heard of that. And then he spends 10 minutes rummaging through the cupboards trying to figure out where did they put the stamps, and they can't find them because of all the dusts that settled on the stamps because nobody used stamps anymore. And then you have to go to find a senior supervisor, which is 19, and he will come and yeah, I've heard about these stamps. And it took a lot of time to get 3 stamps to send. I think it was stickers I sent to the UK last time, so I thought I'll do this in the comforts of my own home. And then, but yes, for the United States one, it might be just as easy just to go there. I'm sending these as a letter. So is there anything of value? No. Is there? No.
It's just an empty envelope. I'm just doing it for fun. It's an art project.
Yeah.
It's a prank.
Oh, it's an art project. There's a tariff and a tax code for that. Wait a minute, and then you're stuck.
Oh.
Can you not like print postage at home?
In Norway, you can. If I'm sending a package or something, I measure and weigh it and put that in, and they will give you a 9-digit number that you just write on the package, and you're good to go. But they don't do that for international shipments. Now, you can fill out all the information and get the shipping label and print it yourself and tape it to the package, but you still have to bring it in. So it's easier to use the QR code on their machine, because then you get a pre-filled out shipping label to just put on the package. But in the future, hopefully they will have it so that I can just put a code on it and just put it in my local mailbox, and the mailman will pick it up and bring it with him. But I mean, it is only 2026, so give it 30-40 years and we might be there.
Yeah. Or you just put whatever you want in your deatomizing mailbox, and it'll get instantly transported to its destination, probably.
Yeah.
Unless it's PostNord.
Unless it's PostNord. It will
Then
for
double
sure
mask.
make giveaways a lot easier.
I gave everything away.
Yeah.
Where did it go? No idea.
Yeah, I mean, the first part of that is it's in the deatomizer. Just
But that's the thing though. That will make you don't need a big workshop anymore, because storage, I mean, it's a physical cloud. It's a physical warehouse. So when you're not using your wrench, you're putting it in the deatomizer and like upload to cloud storage, and then zoop, and it goes to God knows where. But when you need it, you can have it back for $9.99 a month.
Exactly. And the
Yes.
subscription expires, and then everything you own is just gone.
And then they changed the terms of conditions, so you don't longer have Bosch tools. You are now a Ryobi affiliate. So okay, my tools are green now.
Team Green. No.
your bag of holding. You might not get back what you put in, but you will get something equivalent, according to us.
Of equal or less value.
It's always less. It's like rental car. It's this car or similar. It's never the car on the pictures. But it gets me to think about the Fly movies. I mean, yes, you're ordering your wrench back, and yeah, someone put a Phillips screwdriver in together with it, and then you get an abomination.
French.
French.
That sounds like a good point to end this.
It felt very much like the end of I don't know what, but certainly the end. Good night then, I guess.